This is a typical suburban street in England. Houses on either side, cars in the driveways, lampposts running down either side of the road. But look a little bit more closely and you'll see the flag of St. George flying on those lampposts, flying outside people's homes. Now, you might be forgiven for thinking, well, it's the World Cup 2026. People have put those flags up to celebrate their team and to cheer them on. Go England. But these flags appeared about 10 months ago at a time when questions of immigration, identity, and nationalism were at a fever pitch.
We need to get a proper, real nationalist government in place. We want nationalism in this country.
Islam is destroying Great Britain. Britain is divided. It's divided by Islam and the rest of the UK.
Across much of the Western world, nationalism has moved from the political margins towards the mainstream. We've seen it in the years since Brexit, in elections across Europe, and in the rise of Christian nationalism in the United States. The language is often about tighter borders, national sovereignty, and taking back control. The national flag has become one of the most powerful symbols in that debate.
Some of the images associated with this change have become instantly recognizable, whether it's politicians hugging flags or crowds of people thronging the streets, draped in flags of national colors. We have seen flags become a symbol of separation, a symbol of identity which is exclusive, excluding others. And we have seen this in the UK, and we've seen it across the world as well. Images of flags being used by pro-government crowds, or whether it has been as a result of clampdowns by governments against individuals. Those symbols of nationalism can be seen everywhere throughout all of this.
Flags were created to unite people beneath a common symbol. Yet that meaning can be twisted. A banner intended to represent a shared homeland can be repurposed to decide who belongs within it and who does not.
But that's not the whole story. In many communities, voices of solidarity are louder than voices of division. This shop had its windows smashed at a period of heightened tension when its owner spoke out against divisive rhetoric. But within a very short period of time, the whole community rallied together and raised enough money to pay for the repairs. So that single act, intended to intimidate one individual, instead brought a whole community together.
The windows of a venue in Sutton were smashed overnight, days after the Sound Lounge asked men wearing masks to not attach a Union Jack to a lamppost on the high street outside.
I spoke to the owner, Hannah, and what motivated her to take the brave stand she did, and what she thinks of flags and identity, especially after coming to know about the flag hoisting that takes place at Jalsa Salana.
I think the flag can be a wonderful thing, and I think, I've learned about what you do and how you raise, all flags together. I think that's so beautiful, like just saying, look at all these different people and different places and how, I can imagine looking at my flag in that context thinking, wow, I'm part of this, that's really nice, and I like feeling English. But when I see flags on lampposts, and I've seen, people marching up and down here and they're wearing hoodies saying, if you don't like it, go home and we'll help you pack. Like, that's literally on their clothing. It's a very hostile message. It's explicit, it's overt, it's there. So that's not being used in a way to bring people together.
The tension between patriotism and exclusion is not unique to Britain.
In the United States, the Confederate flag has repeatedly returned to public view. It is a symbol rooted in slavery and secession, and it was among the emblems carried by some of those who attacked the US Capitol on the 6th of January 2021. Argentina offers another example. After years of economic crisis, rising debt, and deep poverty, voters elected Javier Milei in 2023, a political outsider who promised a radical break with the established order and a national recovery.
Ministerio de las Mujeres y Género y Diversidad, afuera. Ministerio de Obras Públicas, afuera.
And the Muslims belong in each of these countries. How do they understand the relationship between faith, national identity, and belonging?
Assalamu alaikum, mi nombre es Farouk Badar, miembro acá dentro de la comunidad musulmana en Argentina.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Saul Page and I'm an MD Muslim from the United Kingdom.
My name is Bilal Atkinson, I'm from Hartlepool in the United Kingdom.
My name is Jason Elsey and I live in Willingboro, New Jersey, USA.
My name is Tahir Selby. I am the missionary for the North East, based in Hartlepool, looking after Hartlepool and Newcastle Jamaat.
Somos un país que quizás tiene una tendencia mayor a la polarización y en todas las esferas, desde el fútbol hasta la política.
Being British is something where you have respect for one another. Look after people that need looking after. I think flags can be seen as something that unites people, and when I see a flag, I see people being patriotic, people being collective, and it shows a sign of unity and strength. And I think that aligns closely with my faith.
I would say the symbolism you'll find in flags is the same symbolism you'll find within the Holy Quran and that you practice each day. Case in point, the flag right behind me. The unity between all these colors and the symbols that are within the flag, we carry around with each of us, no matter what country we're from.
Being English, being British, means that we are united and we are one. If that's a person's intention, why they're putting the flag up to promote unity and to show that we're proud of being English, that's fine. But if they are doing it for other reasons, then they've got a problem, and I don't recognise that.
This disunites the country, doesn't unite the country at all. And this is what the flags are not for. Flags are raised to unite the sentiment of all people in the country.
Para mí, y en mi convicción, las respuestas del Islam sí abren las puertas de todo el mundo. ¿Pero por qué? Porque dan una respuesta moral, superadora para todos. ¿En el orden de qué? De la paz, que es lo que pretende el Islam, una paz mundial, no simplemente la satisfacción económica, material o ideológica de un pequeño grupo. Para mí ahí está la clave para superar esta polarización dentro de la sociedad.
Living in three very different nations. Their circumstances are different, but their message is strikingly similar. The true teachings of Islam stand against division, hostility, and the exclusion of others.
I want to pause here and take a look at this photograph. It always moves me, this photo. It shows the Liwae Ahmadiyyat above an encampment. So this is the early days of Rabah. And from these modest beginnings, we can see how the Liwae Ahmadiyyat brings together so many people from all over the world.
मोहम्मद का परचम लहराता चला जा.
The Liwae Ahmadiyyat carries no emblem of any single nation. It belongs to no one race, language, or territory. It represents a spiritual community spread across the world, united beneath a banner of faith, peace, and service. Nowhere is that vision more visible than at Jalsa Salana. Around it are the flags of nations from almost every part of the world. Alongside them, the Liwae Ahmadiyyat. The flag of Islam Ahmadiyyat is raised with the Union Jack, the banner of the country that has hosted the international Jalsa Salana for more than 4 decades.
It's quite a powerful thing to see. I think I've seen it a number of times now since being an MD. And every time it happens, it's as powerful as the previous time.
All these flags at Jalsa represent the true United Nations, where people come to listen to the Khalifa and other scholars on how to achieve peace in the world. This is what it's all about.
Allah nos dice, os he separado en tribus, en grupos, para que os reconozcáis mutuamente.
And obviously, it's a great joy to me. It shows that unity. You know, and the motto of the Jamaat is love for all, hatred for none. And that's how it should be. We should be loving everyone, no matter what colour they are, what nationality they are.
At a time when flags are increasingly used to draw lines between people, Jalsa offers another possibility. A flag can express belonging without denying belonging to somebody else. It can be a bridge rather than a boundary.
When I see the flag, it kind of reminds me that we can be from different places, different countries, but ultimately when we're under the banner of Ahmadiyya, we are one, and we are united in our beliefs. Skin colour doesn't matter, place we're born doesn't matter, we all have a common love for the Caliphate.
In the UK Jalsa, when Huzur raises the flag in front of all the other nations that are there, it's a real good feeling on where we can be as a world population. Under one leadership, we all have an opportunity to be our better selves, to listen to guidance, and the only guidance that is given is that which brings us closer to God.
From lampposts to crowded rallies, flags are being used as a symbol of the struggle for identity. But every year at Jalsa Salana, we see something different. We see people of different countries, different cultures, speaking different languages, all coming together, united under a single flag, the Liwae Ahmadiyyat. And maybe that's what the world needs to see right now. Unity, not division. People coming together under a single flag, a single Jamaat, and under Khilafat.
गए हैं बहारों से अपनी सजाता चला जा